What is up and welcome back everyone. Behind me is Austin, or Flat for Off-Road's Subaru Forester in the garage. It did a Subaru thing, as Subarus do, but we're here with the Gladiator again and my Forester, and we're doing something really cool with my Forester. So Austin, somewhere here, he's hiding under the bumper. We're actually going to be buying his bumper off his Forester and putting it on mine because, well, his Forester is going to be in the garage for some time because, well, the motor did Subaru things. So we might as well put an off-road bumper on it. I know I said I was going to be doing that like farther down the road, but the opportunity arose and I said might as well. Well, we got the summer and some trips still planned, so pretty easy. Pop this bumper off, put the bumper on. You guys will see the bumper in a little bit. It is awesome. It's made by Western Ascent Fabrication. So I will put the Instagram right here, so you guys can go check that out. But yeah, so we're gonna be taking off this old silver bumper and putting on, you can kind of see it back there, putting on that. So let's go ahead and get to it.
The first thing we had to do was to get every one of those plastic clips that held the bumper off. This included the ones in the fender liner and the bottom of the bumper. And like usual, we broke almost every single one. But once we got them off, it was smooth sailing pulling the bumper skin before undoing the bolts and removing the crash bar.
And just like that, we are ready to put the bumper on. The front of the Forester is actually looking pretty empty right now, but really the big thing was getting off the crash bar, and then we had to do one relocation with the horns, just off in that little corner right there, but nothing too major. And actually this crash bar came off 100 times easier than the STI. The STI, if you remember a long time ago, we replaced the crash bar because the old one was rusted, and this came off in like 5 minutes. I think we took like 5 hours to get the old one off, so this went a lot smoother. We also went ahead and cut the fender liners here because, well, if you have a fender liner hanger there and you have this bumper with so much more angle, those are just a hint in the wind. So just did a super quick trim because we might have to do something with these. I'm not gonna give it away yet, but we're gonna might have to trim these. So we just did a really rough cut to kind of make sure they're not flying in the wind as I drive home. So now it's time to go ahead and attach the bumper.
With the excess fender liner cut and out of the way, it was time to mount up the new bumper. The first step was putting back on the grille before we carried over the bumper and bolted it up using the existing mounting locations. Mounting it up, you could see how much more of an approach angle the Forester has, as well as the winch hiding behind the bumper. Something that I'm sure will come in handy later.
And just like that, the bumper is on the Forester. Check that out. That looks so good. I'll move back here a little bit more. Looks so much more aggressive compared to the stock silver bumper. I have some plans for maybe some lights or something. I'm not gonna spoil those yet because I haven't solidified them yet, but that might be an option in the future. But yeah, check that out. It looks so good. So there's another part of the off-road Forester. So now we got to put on my tires because, as you guys know, that 5-day trip I was wearing Austin's because, well, my like expired all seasons are really old. All seasons wouldn't have lasted on that, as you guys could probably tell. So I was wearing Austin's from his Forester. So we'll toss my my tires on and then we will head back, and I'm gonna get a little more B-roll of it because it looks so good. And the best thing about this bumper is look at that angle now. We don't have to take out our fog lights when we go over some steeper terrain, because that's what I did in the one of the trails. I filled my fog light cover up with gravel. So no more fog light to fill up with gravel and some really sweet angles. But while we're here, you guys probably have noticed in some of the videos we have a skid plate now. So that's a part of the front armor that we've done. I did that a little while ago because I needed a skid plate for that trip. I only used it once, but it was a good thing to have because it was a pretty solid hit right dead center. So always a good thing to have, but we pretty much have our front armor all ready to go in the Forester. So I'm looking forward to doing some trail runs to test this baby out. there we go. We made it back home with the Forester and the bumper. I was surprised, zero wind noise, well, not zero wind noise because of my roof rack, but I didn't notice any more wind noise than what I have on the roof rack. So that's awesome because I was expecting there to be a fair amount of wind noise. So today we went ahead and installed the bumper from Austin Subaru, or Flat 4 Off-Road, Subaru and Jeep, and I think pretty much everything off-road shop here in Calgary. But that is going to be it, so we're going to have to go on a trail run soon to test out this awesome new bumper. And I guess the skid plate too. This video was a little bit about the skid plate. We did essentially wrap up our front armor for the Forester, but that is going to be it, and that is going to be all. So as always, peace out and stay humble.